We're here with St. Vincent women's soccer coach Bryan Butler. Bryan, welcome back to the show.
Pleasure, buddy.
Bryan, a historic season last year for the Bearcats. How are you guys going to be able to build off of last year's season where you hosted a playoff game here at St. Vincent?
Yeah, we started to put the pieces together a little bit. You know, we started to bring in the right kids, kind of get our culture right, and that's a big piece for us is because once the culture's there and the buy-in's there, the players are going to actually start trying to do the things we want to do on the field and off the field. So, you know, our message to the team kind of this past year is how do we win the day, right? How do we continue to put ourselves in position to grow each day and get better than the last? So, you know, throughout camp, we thought we had a really good camp in doing that, and now we've got to continue to do it throughout the regular season and into pack play.
You could have been considered a younger team last year, more veteran experience group this year. Yeah. How will that experience help you, and who are some of those experienced players back on the team this year?
Yeah, so like when I first got here, my first class, you know, they're juniors now, so they've kind of been through that transition period, so they know how it's been set up, how it's been translated from their freshman year to this year, and you know they kind of can relay that to the younger kids and really kind of set the tone for who we are in every way in this program. So, you know, T's obviously going on her 5th year here, so she's kind of been through the good and the bad, you know, with this program, and you know, Haley and Olivia have kind of stepped up to the captain's role this year, and they're kind of helping kind of build this team to the direction we want to, right? And you can consider us probably still a young team as well. The majority of us are still sophomore and freshmen, so kind of got the best of both worlds a little bit, where we have the experience on the upperclassmen side, but we're still really, really young and learning as well.
Who are some of those younger players now on the team that you could see get some playing time on the field this year too?
Yeah, I mean, I think Emma had a really good freshman year, right? You kind of look at her from the stat side of things. You know, she's obviously kind of spiraled out in that regard. You know, Corey Bieber, you know, another sophomore that kind of stood out right away. You know, we had a couple good freshmen kind of stand out from the start. You know, Allie Cordell, Annie Van Horn have kind of taken it by storm a little bit. But I think overall, like, it's a very competitive nature team. Like, we have a very deep roster, and we have a very competitive roster to where we feel comfortable playing a lot of the players in multiple positions on the field. So I think that's made a very competitive practice and very competitive vibe on the team to where got to bring your very best every day. And, you know, we talk about consistency a lot to where, you know, got to continue to climb that mountain, climb those steps up in that positive direction and not go back down.
You've played a couple scrimmages already now. Finally get a real game going this weekend. How excited are you guys to get out on the field to play some real soccer?
No, it's fun, right? It's kind of that itch to get to Friday, right? We still have a lot of work to do before Friday, but I know the girls are excited. You know, a home opener Friday night under the lights is an exciting piece of it, and they're excited for that. But still have to take care of business today and Wednesday and Thursday before we can look to Friday. But, you know, we're excited for the season and what we have to offer.
Heard it here first. Head women's soccer coach Bryan Butler. Bryan, thanks again for joining.
Appreciate you, man.